What's up guys, Andy here, and today I'm going to be walking through the different stages of hamstring injury rehab and why you as a soccer player should make sure you complete each one. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay tuned to all of soccer's biggest injury and fitness updates. Now, if you're a player out there and you've recently pulled your hamstring, I highly recommend that you go see a certified medical professional, whether that be a doctor, a physio, or an athletic trainer, to evaluate you one-on-one. And in particular, you should really see a medical professional if you've experienced one of the following. If you're having pain with walking, if you're having significant bruising or bleeding, if you feel a lump or bulge in your hamstring, or if you have any of the following symptoms and you have no pain with moving your legs, you should probably go see a doctor. So let's get into the 3 different phases of hamstring injury rehab. Now, I'm actually going to start with phase 0, which is just a day or 2 of just rest to allow the hamstring to lay down new tissue while you decrease your inflammation and decrease the bleeding and swelling in the area. After the area starts to feel a little bit better, you can start phase 1, which is a basic exercise phase. Now, the goal of this phase is not to get the muscle stronger, but to prevent the muscle from getting weaker than it already is. At this time, the human body is still laying down a bunch of tissue that is going to have to be rearranged. By doing very light isometric and concentric exercises during this phase, you can prevent the hamstring muscle from getting weaker while this happens. Now, after this phase, you can actually try to get the muscle stronger in phase 2. The muscle fibers that are torn are now almost likely repaired, and now it's time to load the muscle to get it even stronger. You do this through heavy resistance training by doing exercises such as deadlifts, RDLs, as well as other lower body exercises like squats and hamstring bridges. Again, you have to load the muscle heavy in this phase as its goal is to get stronger. Phase 2 is also when we expect the hamstrings to be fully mobile. In phase 1, you can't stretch it too much as, again, those fibers are still being laid down. By the end of phase 2, you should have the same mobility as before your injury happened. Once you've completed that, you can move on to phase 3, which is a return to sport phase. This is where we integrate exercises such as the Nordic hamstring curl, which puts the hamstring under a lot of stress while it's getting lengthened. And this is also the phase where we start to reintegrate the same movements that tend to give the hamstrings a lot of issues, such as sprinting, cutting, sprinting, shooting, sprinted, repeated sprints. Guys, it is very important that you integrate sprinting exercises into your end stage rehab for the hamstring. This is because this is when hamstring injuries typically happen, and it's important to build up your sprint volume before you go back to the pitch. Now, this whole recovery process from stage 0 to stage 3 typically takes anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks, depending on the severity of the injury. This process might be significantly longer if you had a full tear of the hamstring or if your hamstring required any surgical procedures. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay tuned to Soccer Injury's biggest updates. And if you have any hamstring issues that you want to get solved by a physio, be sure to send me a direct message on YouTube or Instagram at the Futbol Physios, and I'd be happy to help you out. Stay tuned, and I'll see y'all next time.